Remember me as you fall to sleep. Fill your pockets with the dust and the memories that rises from the shoes on my feet. I won't be back here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be back here. Why not? Where you going? Good night, good night, my love. Right? Did he say that? He sang that. Good night, my love. Yeah, good night, my love. So where the hell are you going? Though we may meet again. Yeah, like in the afterlife. See you on the other side.
It's showtime, folks.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I've got two song requests here from Finbar on my Ko-fi channel. Finbar, thank you so much. They're both from a band called Slint. I never heard of the band before, uh, never heard the songs before. So he wants me to do Washer and then react to Good Morning Captain. And according to Finbar, I need to listen to Washer first. So I'm going to do that. But Finbar, I'm going to actually drop both Ko-fi requests on the same day, and I will do Washer first. So I hope that's okay. I took it that you were more interested in which one I reacted to first. And not like what I publish, like how I publish them. So anyway, with that said, yeah, I mean, let me get into it. Without further sounds a little bit like Stone Temple Pilots. I get the feeling these guys might have been before them. I don't know. I'm just looking at the picture and all like that, but who knows? I don't know when this was recorded. But yeah, that song, Driving in My Car. Yeah, what's the name of that song? Yeah. Oh well.
Remember me as you fall to sleep. Fill your pockets with the dust of the memory that rises from the shoes on my feet. I won't be back here, though we may meet again.
Very solemn, it's dark, it's shadowy, interesting vocals. Yeah. This is 8 minutes and 48 seconds, though. I'm wondering if it's going to stay at the same kind of pace the whole entire time. Let's find out.
I know it's dark outside. Don't be afraid. Every time I ever cried for fear, it's just a mistake that I made. Wash yourself in your tears and build your church on the strength of your faith. Listen to me. Don't let go. Don't let this desperate moonlight leave me your empty pillow. Promise me the sun will rise again.
If I had to put money down right now, I would say that the next 3 minutes will be more of the same of this very slow plodding. Um, yeah, uh, it's interesting. It's moody. Um, yeah, it's deep. I think because of the lyrics, um, and where the music has taken me. Um, I'm just wishing there was more of a change, something more of a change up. Uh, yeah, but if I'm being honest, but we got 3 minutes left, so let's take it out.
I too am tired now, embracing thoughts of tonight's dreamless sleep. My head is empty, my toes are warm. I am safe from home.
There you go. I just lost money. Thankfully, I lost money. That was cool. In fact, I gotta bring that back a bit. No, I need more of that. No, I need more of that. Please tell me they go back to that. Ah, that was so good. Before it hits commercial. Okay, let me um, let me gather all these thoughts in my head um, and pull some information up and be ready to articulate all on the other side. You know, songs like this are very difficult, big time challenge for me. Um, and what kind of song is this, Greg? It's a very personal song. I just felt like this was just something that the writer just was like, I need to get this out. And I'm gonna do it my way, our way. The band had to definitely buy into it, um, and I don't know how willingly they were, you know, and all that. Um, and I don't know how deep I'm gonna get into Wiki in a couple of minutes when I get into that, but usually I just kind of skim, you know. But yeah, this is just such an interesting song. Um, I really am now curious about Good Morning Captain. So yeah, before I get into that though, let's get into information about the band. Formed in 1986 out of Louisville, Kentucky. The band consisted of, this is Wiki, uh, guitarist and vocalist Brian McMahon, guitarist David Pajo, drummer and vocalist Britt Walford, Todd Brashear, bassist on Spiderland on this album. Ethan Buckler was bassist on Tweez. And yeah, actually, Tweez was engineered by Steve Albini. I know that name. Doesn't Steve actually have his own? He has his own career, right? Own solo career. He's done a lot of stuff. Um, and they've reunited sporadically since 1990. So they're on and off, on and off. And I also have this album opened up on Wiki. And what's really cool is they talk about it. This does seem to be a departure from their first album. First album, I think, is a little bit more rock sounding. And they went ahead here on the second one and they stripped it down a lot. I don't know on every song, but it really seems like it was departure. It was a definite sort of change in direction. I don't know if every band member was sort of going down that path willingly. They just sort of went with it. But yeah, Washer here, according to Wiki, Washer is the album's longest track and features a low volume intro with guitar and cymbals before the rest of the band joins in the recording. The song builds until the final verse when the tension is broken by loud distortion, followed by the lengthy outro. Um, yeah, I don't know how length. I think I needed a little bit to be a little bit longer. Especially when it really got to be like that sort of jam sound and rock sound, you know. I needed more of that. Padjo has said he is particularly proud of the song's one note guitar solo, admitting that at that point in my life, if someone, this is quote, at that point in my life, if someone asked me to do a solo, I would do the exact opposite of what a solo usually is. Instead of playing a bunch of notes, I would just play one, though I did some decorative stuff around it there. There's some cool, weird things in that song. No, definitely, definitely. If you folks who are watching this right now, if you go into the music catalog, I mean, there are plenty of songs that I've reacted to, where um, I and also my partners, invite that kind of innovative um, type of guitar playing where you don't have to shred. It could be a very, one, two note thing. It could be sort of a strum of a guitar chord and you get a certain kind of effect and it can reverb and you strum it again, and if that's your solo, as long as it sounds interesting and it kind of sort of goes with, supports the song. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I love that kind of stuff, I embrace that kind of guitar playing, that solo stuff. I think, and so I didn't have so much of a problem with his playing and that kind of solo thing, just again, and Finbar, don't get me wrong, it's just that it was, several minutes of a very sort of depressing kind of sound. And um, yeah, it definitely made it for an interesting listen. But again, I don't know. I just don't know. Like right now, it's not something that I would put on a playlist. And, as I'm sort of barbecuing or doing the lawn or just sitting on my couch reading a book and I got the music on and this comes in, it's gonna absolutely depress the shit out of me. I mean, if that was the intent, then yeah, I mean, mission accomplished, right? Absolutely. But I'm just being honest, like I'd be curious about like you, Finbar, like when do you go to the song? I'm just really curious about that. Sometimes you get into a real depressed mood and it has to match, right? Sometimes that song has to match with what you're feeling, kind of validate your feeling. And then somehow that brings you out of it. I'm not saying you because I don't know you, but like I'm talking from past experience, I don't I'm at a point in my life though where I don't gravitate to depressing stuff that much anymore, especially this kind of outward just, every note was just dripping with sadness and depression, where I still tend to gravitate to darker songs, but um, yeah, there's also kind of other stuff that's sort of interwoven in, um, and maybe it lifts it up. I talk a lot about how someone's lyrics could be very depressing, but the music like totally deceives you. You think this is like a really upbeat, it lifts me, and then you get into the lyrics and it's about, wants to end their life or something, or the relationship that is absolutely just broken down. What is life about, and all that. So, but this was absolutely its DNA, straight through everything was just, you know, bare boned. It just, open up the heart on the sleeves. It's really, and it's just a lot of sad shit. So we're getting to the lyrics. Actually, let me get into the lyrics now. And I do have genius.com open. It's a lyric website I use a lot. And what's interesting is that there is a contributor who writes about the song Says Washer, the album's longest track, features a barely audible intro with guitar and cymbals before the rest of the band comes in. We just talked about that. The song builds tension until a final verse, which features loud distortion and is followed by a lengthy outro. The track could be interpreted to be about a breakup, but is more likely a deep and somber suicide note, as lines such as embracing thoughts of tonight's dreamless sleep seem to be directly referencing death. It can be referred to as the eternal dreamless sleep. You know what's interesting though in Wiki, and I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to find it. Oh yeah, Mick McMahon. So did McMahon actually write the song? His girlfriend accidentally found the song's lyrics on a piece of paper, and she mistook them for a suicide note. Oh, man. That says a lot, I think. Ah, wow. That must have been an interesting conversation next time she saw him. Brian, what the hell's going on? So here's the lyrics. Good night, my love. Remember me as you fall to sleep. Fill your pockets with the dust and the memories that rises from the shoes on my feet. I won't be back here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be back here. Why not? Where you going? Good night, good night, my love. Right? Did he say that? He sang that. Good night, my love. Yeah, good night, my love. You know. So where the hell are you going? Though we may meet again. Yeah, like in the afterlife. You know. See you on the other side. I know it's dark outside. Don't be afraid. Every time I ever cried for fear was just a mistake that I made. That's interesting. Wash yourself in your tears and build your church on the strength of your faith. I mean, the sophisticated songwriting, man. Wash yourself in your tears and build your church on the strength of your faith. Please listen to me. Don't let go. Don't let this desperate moonlight leave me. With your empty pillow, promise me the sun will rise again. I too am tired now, embracing thoughts of tonight's dreamless sleep. My head is empty. My toes are warm. I am safe from harm. Wow, that's all the lyrics for such a long song. See, that's the thing. There was just a lot of uh, minimalist, stripped down instrumentation in between the lyrics, and a lot of that was just that repetitive kind of, you know, depressing. Like I said, if that was the aim, well, mission accomplished. Like I said before, Finbar, this was a really interesting listen. Absolutely, mission accomplished there. So there you go. Thank you for the request. I really appreciate it. Onward towards Good Morning Captain, and you'll be seeing on that on the channel as well, published today. So with that said, Finbar, you take care. Have a good rest of the day. And for everyone out there, I really hope you liked this reaction. If you did, hit the like button, sub if you haven't already. Let me know why you like Slint and why you think I should try to put this on a playlist. And with that said, I will see all of you on the next episode of Into the Music.